am is being verb. He is a doctor. He is a doctor. So is being verb. She is air hostess. She is air hostess. So is you know being verb. So we use sometimes this, and then we say they they are true patriot. So this word you know are is being verb. So the being verbs are is, am, are. These are used for present, and was and were. If we talking about past, so that will be being verb in the past. So the thing is this. First of all, we discuss about the action verbs, and then we are discussing about the being verbs. So hopefully you are clear about action verbs and being verbs. Now I'll discuss some of uh, the forms of verbs of action verb. Go, went, gone. First form go, went, gone. Come, came, come. So first form is come, second is came, and again come is the third form. So write, wrote, written. So first form is write, second is wrote, and the third form is written. Play, played, played. Play, played, played. So first form is play, second is played, and third form of verb is played as well. So listen, if I talk about he is listening music, listen, first form, second form is listened, and third form is listen. So we have seen that arrive, the plane has arrived in time. The plane has arrived in time. The word arrive, first form, arrived, second, and arrive, third form. So the word arrive is first form, arrive, second, and arrive, third form. So we have discussed a little bit in detail about action verbs and being verbs that are you have understood about these things. So now I would tell you about that sometimes we have to attach ing with first form of verb. What do we do is we simply attach the first form of verb with first form of verb ing. So like we say come, coming, go, going, read, reading, play, playing, listen, listening, speak, speaking, walk, walking, wash, washing, enjoy, enjoying. So this kind of words, when we attach ing with first form of verb, so we call them present participle. Present participle. So grammatically we call them present participle. So you need not to worry at all. This is pretty simple, quite simple. We are having first form of verb, second form of verb, third form of verb, and sometimes for showing the continuity, if we talk about the present continuous, so we use ing form with first form of verb. If we talk about past continuous, we use ing with first form of verb. and was and were will be used as a helping verb. So in present continuous tense, in past continuous tense, and in future continuous tense, as well as in present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense, we use ing form, or we can say we use present participle. So when, as I have already shared with you, you need not to worry at all. Stay cool and calm when we will be discussing about the tenses, as we are discussing in detail about parts of speech. When we will be discussing about uh, tenses, so we will be putting a lot of stress on verbs. So that will be the high time, that will be the best time to discuss these things. But as a know-how for getting clarity, the word is clarity. It is The word is very important in speaking, but it sometimes it becomes difficult in writing. So the word is clarity. How do we spell it? Clarity. Yes, obviously, the word clarity, we spell it as Clarity. So it's clear. The word is clarity and its spellings are Clarity. So as I am telling you that when we will be talking about the tenses in detail, so we will be discussing the verbs. You need not to worry at all. Stay cool and calm. So you need to clear about the concepts of these parts of speech that we are discussing. And I'm very optimistic, I'm very hopeful, I'm very confident that once you are good enough in parts of speech, you have to understand the difference between parts of speech. So definitely you can you know uh, go in the detail of language with more clarity and with more confidence. So today we discuss about verbs. So let me reiterate the parts of speech. The more you listen, the more you learn. The listening is the key. Yes, parts of speech are noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, and adjective. You can repeat with me, and at your free time you can you know drill it. You can give 5 7 10 minutes to learn these by hearts, to memorize these words, because learning is very important, memorizing is also very important. So clarity and with confidence and conviction, and with confidence you have to learn. So you can repeat the word. I'm speaking a little bit in slow voice, like in slow motion. The word for the parts of speech are noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, and adjective. So dear learner, these were 8 parts of speech. So far we have covered 3 parts of speech. Yes, what are those 3 parts? Yes, these are noun, pronoun, and verb. So we have covered 3 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, and verb. So hopefully you have learned about these things. As a recap, uh, I would like to tell you something about the verb. As this tells about something about a person. So what does he do? So that action which he performs, which she performs, which I perform, which you perform, which they perform, which we all perform. So that function, that verb is called verb. So as a definition, a verb is a word that tells or say something about a person. So you can learn it by heart. Learning it by heart is also very important for learning English language. So the more you practice, the more you do rehearsal, the more you revise, the more you share with others, the more you read and write. So obviously the word will start coming uh, on your mouth. So as a tip, I can also share with you how to improve your English language, that you have to, you know, revise. You have to revise maximum time. You have to share maximum time. You have to write maximum time. You have to read maximum time. So this revision is the key. Revision is the key. That is the ultimate, solution. That is the ultimate requirement. Being a teacher, being a trainer, I would say that you have to revise it, as I have repeated the word in front of you many times, so you don't shy. Here I would give some little bit concentration on the word shy. The word in English word, the word is shy, not shy. Usually you have heard people saying shy. He is very shy in speaking. No, he is very shy in speaking. Shy. So the word is shy, like we say why, hi, bye, cry. So the word is shy. So I would keep telling you about something, the tips, pronunciation things, but the main focus, the main direction, the main clarity, the main vision is about the systematic grooming. For that, sequencing is a very important thing. That's why we have started from parts of speech. So as you know, there are 8 parts of speech we have already discussed. So 3 parts of speech we have discussed, we have learned, we have shared. But if you will give some more, some time for practicing it, so it will be a better for you. So today we have discussed in detail about verbs, the types of verbs, action verbs, being verbs, and inshallah the next parts of speech we will be discussing tomorrow. So as I have shared you, the key is revision. The more you practice, the more you become confident. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself and the people you are with. Allah Hafiz.